자, 안녕하십니까. 아빠도 게임 좀 하자입니다. 오늘도 호그와트 레거시 이어서 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 미션을 하기 전에 메일이 있어요. 안 읽은 게 있네. 주방방은 뒷버스를 배울 필요가 있겠구나. 물건이나 저걸 밀어내는데 유용하지. 오케이. 필요한 가져가려고 내 교실에서 만나자. 좋아요. 루칸, 이의 곁에서 내 패기를 증명해 보이고 새로운 학교 챔피언이 될 시간이야. 그래? 이게 그러면 퀘스트가 되는 건가? 어디니? 자, 이건가? 이건가 보네. 일단 비행수업. 자, 비행수업은 못 참기 때문에 비행수업을 먼저 가보도록 하겠습니다. 출발. 비행수업. 잠깐만, 아직 밤이야? 나 밤에 와버린 것 같은데? 그러면 산책 좀... 아니야, 기다릴게요. 와, 재밌을 것 같아. 아침까지 기다려야 되나봐요. 시작!
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started.
누구야 방금?
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up, 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 you stupid ratty school
왜
broom.
이래?
Up.
좋았어.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
비 오는데요?
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through
컨트롤이나
each ring in the courtyard.
스페이스바로.
Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Wish I had my own broom.
이렇게.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
나도 빨리 하고 싶은데.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the
시프트를
grounds.
눌러 길게 눌러 더
For more challenge.
빠르게 이동하고 비행시 앞으로 전진합니다.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
That wasn't too bad.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
생각보다 그렇게 안 빠른데?
Whoa, Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
와, 잘 만들긴 했다.
Haha! Brilliant!
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough.
아하.
I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Gryffindor like you might be interested in a high-flying adventure?
좋지.
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Haha! Now that's more like it.
이렇게.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
이렇게.
There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
멋있었다.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions.
네, 감사합니다.
Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
잘난 척 겁나던데?
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
자,
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
아, 좋아요. LB 위크스인가? 걔한테 가서 나 이거부터 사야겠어. 빗자루부터 사야겠어요. 그죠? 빗자루가 시급합니다. 자, 새로운 게 생겼어요. 세바스찬 만나기, 언더크로프트 그림자 속에서 요거랑 필요의 방. 일단은 사이드 퀘스트를 조금 해볼 거예요. 이것도 마찬가지로 재밌으면 영상에 넣을 거고요. 아니면은 편집해서 완료한 것만 영상에 담도록 하겠습니다. 자, 일단 요거부터. 어이, 교수를 만나러 왔다.
When Professor Sharp is so
How are your
샤프 교수님.
assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do.
오키도키.
Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
비파에서 성공.
You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
퀘스트 완료. 샤프 교수님의 과제. 자, 디펄소를 써보도록 할게요. 어딨니? 여기 디펄소구만. 여러가지 물건과 저건 상당히 강력한 힘으로 밀쳐냅니다. 적에게 직접 데미지를 주진 않지만 적과 물체를 서로 부딪히게 해서 큰 데미지를 줄 수 있습니다. 또한 물건을 밀거나 회전시켜서 다양한 목적을 달성하게 유리합니다. 이렇게.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
이렇게 있으면 여기서 이렇게 하면
Still at it, I see. Well,
부딪힌다.
repetition can be an excellent teacher.
Revelio. Depulso.
어허. 자, 이렇게 디폴소를 배웠고요. 자, 다음 비행 테스트. 요거를 일단 해야 돼요.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
자, 빗자루를 사러 갑시다. 여긴데.
Revelio.
스핀 트위치스 스포츠 가게 쾌활한 LB 위크스가 운영하는 이 가게에서는 최신 빗자루 모델을 비롯한 모든 마법 스포츠 용품을 판매합니다. 소문에 의하면 LB가 직접 여러가지 빗자루 개선 작업을 하고 있다고 합니다. 너구나. 젊은데? 머리가
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Windwisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
한번 볼게요.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
자, 어떤 빗자루를 사야 되나? 제일 좋은 걸로요. 왕 빠른 거. 이게 좀 괜찮아요.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some
그래도.
enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
시대를 가치는 있겠네요, 미크스 아저씨.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you beat
좋았다.
Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
알았다고.
Can't help but admire
okay.
Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
자, 다음 미션을 해볼까요? 일단은 여기서 탈 수 있나? 이 절 어떻게 타요? 날아가야 또 제맛 아니겠습니까? 이제 빠른 이동 따위는 없습니다. 날아갑니다. 여기구만.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
너니?
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
걱정되니?
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
야, 가보자. 뭔데?
This is rather fun. Excellent.
자꾸 내려가. 아니야, 내려가.
Success. Oh! Made it. Excellent. Did it.
뭐야?
Good. I've got this.
야, 완전 나 짱인데?
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. you won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
야, 뭐 20초 차이로 이겼는데. 알았어.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
자, 순위를 확인. 와, 루비 위엘이라는 애가 나보다 더 빠르네. 죽었다.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
자, 저기로 돌아가자.
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
아, 네.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me
아, 바로
soon.
해주는 게 아니야? 이 자식.
How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed.
바로 업그레이드 해주는 게 아니었네요.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you
자,
again.
퀘스트 완료. 비행 테스트. 자, 어우씨, 당황스럽네. 바로 해줄 줄 알았는데 말을 더 듣네요. 자, 다음 거. 자, 필요의 방. 먼저 하는 게 좋겠네요, 그죠? 레벨 8이고 레벨 6이니까. 자, 갑시다.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
Off to you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need
아,
of it.
이게 필요의 방이구나.
Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident.
Revelio.
If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Revelio.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
자, 새로운 마법. 와, 어렵다. 자, 주의자. 완벽하죠? 에바네스코.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
T를 해서 요게 에바네스콘가?
Excellent work.
우와.
You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Accio.
Is that... Goodness. My old school.
A에게 여기서 오랫동안 널 기다렸어. 아마 내가 예상한 것보다 몇 센치 더 많은 양피지를 배정받아 쓸 거야. 진심을 담아 T가.
Look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
자기 책가방을 찾았대요. 좋은 게 있나 보지? 담배 꼽으셔둔 거 아니야? 자, 그래서
Dear me. Can't you keep it down?
Revelio.
Some of us are trying to rest.
미안. 저기 있다. 도비.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you.
끙끙거림.
Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
어떻게?
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
그래요? 설명하는 책상을 잠금 해제했습니다. 책상을 사용하여 수집한 미확인 장비의 마법 속성을 알아내세요. 계속하기. 알아내볼까? 장비 식별하기. 몇 개 있긴 있는데 이렇게. 오.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
의현 마법. 이렇게 자리를 잡고 성공.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
의현 마법. 새 주문이 잠금 해제됐습니다. 화분역 테이블을 구현하세요. 어디서요? 여기서요? 어떻게? 자 일단은 여기서 자 여기거든요. 요거죠. 어디 갔어? 요거구나. 자 여기서 3번. 화분용 테이블. 이렇게. 자 요렇게. 어디다 둘까요? 여기다가 둘까? 됐어. 그만해. 자 요거 했고 마법약 스테이션을 구현하세요. 마법약은 여기다가 두지 뭐. 이거 재밌네. 요건가? 이것도 고디 깔맞춰. 짠.
You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants.
Yes, sir.
Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
디크에 대해서
Can
알고
you tell me
싶어요.
a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
아무 데나 쓸 수
Can I
있어요?
use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
thank you.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
좋아요. 같이 와도 되는데. 자, 퀘스트 완료. 필요의 방. 이거 좀 만들게요. 이거 만들고 8분. 금방 만드네. 자, 좋아요. 위즐리 교수와 대화하세요.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully
나 많은데.
outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
나 많아요.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables.
아, 좋아요.
Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
벽걸이와 미술품. 이거? 아니야, 이게 좀 낫네.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think?
좋아졌어요.
Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley.
디크 어딨어?
Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
멋진 달빛을 비추면 완벽할 것 같다. 자연에 있는 분위기가 나면 좋겠어.
I'd like the room to
자연이
feel
좋거든.
natural and earthy, as though I'm
40대라.
outdoors.
Sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of
달라졌다고?
course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
요.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
야, 이 집 마음에 드네. 이 집으로 계약하겠습니다. 이 집 마음에 들어. 평수가 막 늘어나네. 비싸겠지? 전세로 들어가야 되나? 와, 밖에 풍경 따위는 안 보입니다. 와, 좋은데? 이런 거 갖다 팔아도. 자, 그래서 자, 요렇게 이번 퀘스트를 완료했어요. 여기가 이제 제 집이나 마찬가지입니다. 저 이제 여기서 생활을 할 거예요. 많은 시간을 보내게 되겠죠, 여기서. 자, 그래서 이번에 뭘 해야 되느냐? 다음 퀘스트. 언더크로포트 그림자 속에서 세바스찬을 만나래요. 뭐 최적화가 그렇게 잘 된 것 같지는 않네요.
Accio. Incendio.
저거 내가 지금 먹었어야 되지 않니? 날아가는 거 저거?
Over here.
어디 갔다 왔어?
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
언더크로프트. 자, 일단은 마법 정리 좀 할게요. 자, 입장하기. 완전 같죠?
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft.
언제 들어왔냐?
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone.
Revelio.
But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
말도 안 돼.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
진짜? Thank you.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very
Confringo. 꽤 상당히 어렵겠어. 안다네. 방금.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses.
요거구만.
But I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendia.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's
Oh.
it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it. Well done.
아니? 너 같은 건 이제 친구지.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
그래, 더 배울 준비가 됐다고.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
아, 죽은 게 아니구나. 아, 좋아.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
아, 어떻게 해야 되지? 다 말해줘야 되나, 얘한테? 슬레데린인데 동생 얘기도 했으니까 말해주지 뭐.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
오케이.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
언더크로프트를 떠나세요. 너 말하면 죽는 거야. 누가 서 있는데?
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
우연히 들어가게 됐어.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I
뭐야 이
need to.
전방에는. 위협할 필요 없어.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian's going to get an earful about this.
안 맞네. 이 새끼 지도 들어갔다. 자, 그랬고요. 그럼 이제 뭐 하죠? 뭐 다른 거는 다 한 거 같고. 윙가디움 레비오사는 배워야 되지 않나? 베네무스 텐타큘라를 획득하고 사용하세요. 맨드레이크를 획득하고 다시 적된 상태로 사용하세요. 어허. 지도 내실 먼저. 어이 비구 교수. 어이 비구 교수 내가 왔네.
I was hoping to see you.
네.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
지도 내실.
The room
자,
is called the
가봅시다.
Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
어이.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
기억나.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey. And of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
야, 게임 이제 시작하는 거야?
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
봤어요.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
탑에 대해 아는 게 있으시나요?
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
오케이.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
퀘스트 완료. 지도 내실. 안녕.
Incendio!